Growing up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and our home team. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Got it. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check out.
Ready? On first down, Swift. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
80 weapons. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Yeah.
On second down, Love.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Delta. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Go.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
27-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. X3. 218, chopper.
On second down now, Swift. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Young on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
90 Wolf, protein spill.
Check 24, check 24.
Check. Lucky. Hey.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
666, bullet high.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch one. You ain't got nothing. You ain't
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We got three.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Trying to toss play to Love. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
60 or. You draw Porter. Look at me. Zipper. Snap.
On 2nd down now. It's Love. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Watch the slant. Check.
Yes.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Deep rip.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
This side, baby. That's a baby side. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a carry here for their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
61, matchbox lights. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From the 25 on 2nd down, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gonzalez. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Foxtrot. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike one. To go.
To throw, Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play fake. Now Young. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Bring it. Bring it.
To throw from his end zone, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. On 1st down, Lawrence. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Here we go. At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Set, 8, read.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Go.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Recon, 152 final.
They'll try the left side. Swift.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On the carry, it's Love. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready?
52. Down to lose one.
Topper! Topper!
They'll run with Love. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 20-yard line.
Down! 10-2 stop!
52 is the mark. I can't believe we let you play.
Get it!
2nd and 6. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Ready?
Now Young. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Young to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 41 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. No luck going for 2 last time, so they'll just kick the extra point here. And he gets it to go to cut the deficit now to 2, 17-15. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Operating from the double here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Three down. Mike 52. I'm coming.
Now!
Watch Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Taking it about the 36.
First down 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cut. 60 Pittsburgh.
Run the mic. Watch one.
1st and 10, Young. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route will run, and the football right on the money.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood!
Hey, here we go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Ready?
On 4th down, Lawrence. And that is complete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 14.
On the ready.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one.
70, Indy.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Show it up. Show it up.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Switch up, switch up.
Throwing again. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Right 52, right 52. Here we go.
On fourth down, Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Young, he's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Young now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A pass pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Young here to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And this is taken in at the 5, and all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for sure.
It's caught inside the 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
First down, Dallas.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Single, single. Single, single.
5. Go.
And Young's going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one will